Hey guys, this is Lugaya, and welcome back to Kentucky Route Zero. Okay, let's go. Good morning. Bags isn't feeling well. Long night. Poor kitty. What are you watching? Security tape from last night. Daryl left the lights on again. Should we slash his tires? I'll leave a stern note on his desk. Spare the rod. What are we doing today? Right. This is weird. You know that old vending machine? The one that only has tomato juice? No, the old one they just stopped refilling. Remember we rolled it out onto the dock last August and some scavengers stripped it for metal in the middle of the night? Daryl cut his hand cleaning up after them, and it got infected, remember? No. Okay. Anyway, the rest of it ended up in the coat room until finally Daryl was piling it into a big bag for the trash barge to pick up, and he came across this box lost behind all the junk. Check it out. This looks old. Yeah, there's a bunch of videotapes and completed questionnaires. I looked up the reference number and it's never been processed, so I guess that's what we're doing today. There's no date on it. We'll just have to make one up. Unless there's some footage of a calendar or something in here. Flipping through a questionnaire. I guess these are the old texts before we started doing the video exit interviews. That's annoying. Yeah, let's see. How did we do this? I'll run the tape. You interpret the questionnaire and I'll type it up. Okay. This should be some basic information and the first control test. Subject's general disposition. Jen looks over the questionnaire document from the envelope. Why are you here? It's a scheduled ferry stop, not my final destination. The other passenger said we could make some quick cash taking these tests. I don't know. Let's do that one. Pragmatic. Demographic category. Question, what's the first thing you remember? I remember a birdcage, I remember a box of small gears, I remember a spilled orange juice. That one. Working class. Do you think we should use the old categories or the new categories? Oh, right. Will the computer even still take the old ones? They're still in the menu. Okay, in that case, put in precarious. Sure. Oh, I forgot. Name? It says Marquez on the file. Whoa, Marquez? Are you sure? That's what it says. Do you know her? That can't be. No, that's not her. Did she come alone or with a group? I don't know. There's an extended monitoring tape here too. We could check on the dock when she showed up. Okay, that's weird. Oh, it's... Wait, who's that? The guy in the hoodie. What? I've never seen him before. Really? He looks so damn familiar. I thought maybe he was a former intern or something. He's a little odd for that, right? No, I don't recognize him. Sorry. Real deja vu this morning. It's spooky. Sorry. Just one of those days, I guess. No, definitely not. Oh, She's traveling with one of those creepy distillery guys. Him? Nah, he just looks like some old drifter. Maybe you're right. It's hard to tell in this light. Huh. I guess the old man is on dingy guard duty. A noble assignment. So who was this lady? Oh, right. Well, do you remember WEVP TV? No. Okay. It was a community television station. The Consolidated Power Company had to fund it as, like, a punishment for owning too much of the broadcast spectrum or something. Oh, they used to screen your videos, right? Yeah, it was like a co-op. I did some maintenance and they gave me a slot to show my work. And they had that naked banjo guy late at night? Yeah, that's mainly what everyone remembers. I guess their whole main mandate was community expression. He was certainly expressive. Oh wait, was WEVP the one that... the flood, right? Yeah. Damn. So, Shannon Marquez, did she have a naked banjo show too? What? No. Let me guess. Question. Which of the following sentences best describes you? My grief for fading memories. I am haunted, unable to forget. That one. She had an exercise show. No, I've never heard of Shannon Marquez. It was a Weaver Marquez I knew. She worked at the station for a bit, and then she left on kind of weird terms, actually. Anyway, we're here. Anyway, where were we? I mean. Oh, let's go. This is weird though. So they're actually watching a video when we are making those things, but that's like years back? Or... Okay, how do we rank her from the control test? Question. Without turning around to look, please describe the following objects. Bookshelf. Response. It has 3 shelves, it has 4 shelves, 5 shelves. I don't know. It is shaped like a snake, like transformer coil. It is nondescripted. I don't know. It reminds me of a museum, reminds me of a department store, of a library. Huh? Poster. I remember circles, I remember what kind of poster? Was that all in the back? Don't remember what was depicted in the poster. I have a poster in my workshop, a vintage advertisement for vacuum tubes. I have a poster in my workshop, a chart of resistor values. I don't keep posters on my walls. I'll do that one. Lighting. 1 lamp, just light, kind of dim. I really can't remember. Average, I guess? Don't know. Typing average, okay. Interesting. This was weird. Is there any pie left in the break room? Daryl finished it off before he went home last night. Daryl is on thin ice. You're declaring enemies left and right. What? Who else? That other Marquez woman, Weaver, didn't you? Maybe I misunderstood. I thought I detected some animosity. Oh, no, nothing like that. She was the kind of person you could like or dislike. Really, she was just there, and all you could do was accept her, like magnetism or gravity. Question. Please describe from memory the following objects. Seriously? Seating in the room behind you. Strangely comfortable, predictably austere. I have no idea what that word is. A couch and a chair. Strangely comfortable. Lighting in the room behind you. Delicate, dim, buzzing fluorescence and the standing lamp. Delicate, I don't know. Air quality in the last room in which you fell asleep. My workshop is poorly ventilated. It smells like solder and burnt plastic. I think I fell asleep on the boat for a minute. The air was warm but refreshing. I don't remember where I last fell asleep. I'll do this one. Well, this Marquez is pretty normal so far. Oh yeah? They're definitely different people. I just wonder if they're related or something. I never imagined Weaver having any family, but I guess everyone has some family, right? Reading. Distracted. What? Oh, sure, probably. Okay, let's go on to the next test. It's very vague. Everything is very vague. Doggy! Or is it catty? Oh, it's a kitty. Sorry, kitty. Jen, look who it is. Aw, I miss that kitty. Forget what became of the white one. Her name was Coconut, and she disappeared without a trace. Easy come, easy go. I wouldn't say easy. I had to leave food on the dock for a week before she'd come inside. She only stuck around for a month or two. You probably saw quite a lot of her. I remember you were working nights then. She was a nocturnal creature. That's right, I remember. Can we talk to the little kitty? Hello? No, can't. It is looking at me, that's cute. It's very cute. I wish I could pet her. Aww. What is this? Is that food? Guess it's cat food, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, it is. Cute. Aww. Wait, I don't remember this test. Oh. Did we cut this one? What's the questionnaire like? No, this is just sometimes if I can't make it in for a few days, I might leave a note to feed the cats. For the test subjects. Whoa, how do you know they'll do it? I write it on university letterhead. Jen, that is unethical. At least I don't use university property and research equipment to make weird video art. Very well then. I contradict myself. Haha. I wonder which is the nobler transgression. I'll settle that question. It's nobler to feed kitties. Oh! Here's another extended monitoring tape from the waiting room. The Hooded Man. Busy night. There he is again, sleeping. Where do I know him from? It's going to drive me up the wall. Does he work at the university? Oh, that sounds familiar. Yeah, I think he might have worked there a long time ago. Maybe when I was an undergrad. Ah, the Paleolithic. Gosh, I thought he looked a bit rugged. That's right, Jen. I went to college during the Stone Age. What was your major? Fire. I don't think he was a professor. Maybe staff. It's been so long. Sometimes I wish I'd just barreled through like you did instead of taking time off before grad school. I'm sure it was the right thing to do at the time. Yeah, or the only thing. I was such a mess. Did I ever tell you about that? My boyfriend died suddenly, in my last year of college. Oh, that sucks. Oh, poor thing. It's okay. It was a long time ago. But yeah, it really shook me up back then. He was studying astronomy. We were both really into experimental music. We took a few art classes together. That's so sad. How did... Sorry, never mind. No, it's okay. That's the thing, actually. I mean, that's what shook me up about it. It was just this random accident that never should have happened, and so sudden you never could have seen it coming. He was back home, visiting his parents, and he fell off a roof. Damn, I know what you mean. You can't predict that kind of... what do you call it? Freak accident kind of thing? My psychiatrist says that's why I'm such a pessimist. Well, I think you're remarkably upbeat. All things considered. I mean, you know, that thing with your boyfriend and the roof? But also what happened to the TV station. Acts of God. You think? No, I mean that's what you call it. That's what you say when it's nobody's fault. It's like reading a book, isn't it? Do, do, do. Oh, look. Can you read the dates? Damn, can't read it either. May not have even been current. I remember for a while we had a calendar up that was like years behind. I think Daryl liked the picture. What was it? Best friends? Every month there was a different pair of animals that were friends. That's adorable. I think I'm going to be sick. You don't remember that? That weird intern brought it in from home. What was his name? Who? Oh, you remember? He was always like... I mean, we would make fun of him for... Damn, he's almost completely gone from my brain. So many interns come and go then. I guess I didn't bother even remembering their names. I wonder who was working back when this was recorded. Is there a tape of the monitoring room? Yeah, here it is. Oh, before we check that out, did she flip the calendar forward or backward? Forward. Oh, weird. They usually flip it backward. Okay. Did I make a boo-boo? Oh, kitty. Is the kitty coming with us? That would be so cool. Then we have a black and white kitty. Aww. Oh, look at the fat kitty. So cute. Ah. There she goes. Wait, do you think... Did she follow them out? Oh, well, here's the last extended monitoring tape from the dock when they left. You know the kitty looks like Maru. He's getting fat too. Hopefully not too fat, but he's British. He's a British how do you call it? I forgot the name. Oh, never mind. Anyways, he's a fat kitty. He's a big fat white kitty. He's getting so big. Okay, anyways. See? Told you he was one of those distillery guys. I guess you were right. These other guys came to pick him up for work maybe. I don't like how they all hang out together. It's creepy. We hang out together and work together. Yeah, but it's not... They're like more than co-workers. I don't know, I just get this awful feeling whenever I see them. Like I knew them once, but not anymore. Like when they make up a dead person to look like an old photograph of themselves. Sort of familiar, sort of strange. Yeah, exactly. There ought to be a word for that. Oh. Oh, British short hair. That's what it's called. Don't know if that's a proper word for in the English, but my cat is a British short hair. Yay. Bye, kitty. They look like nice people. I'm sure she's very happy with them. Yeah. So, this has been a bit of a memory trip for you, huh? I bet you didn't expect these old tapes to stir up so much. How does it feel for these people to come up again? Weaver Marquez and Wish Will, and what was your boyfriend's name? The one who died in college? Charlie. Yeah. It's kind of a bittersweet experience, actually. Like looking at photographs of people who died or moved away. People that are gone. Gone, but not forgotten. No, not forgotten. You're right. Look at those easels and tables on the beach over there. They call it an open air gallery, or probably something more upscale like al fresco galleria. They say it's a popular design in foreign cities, like Paris and New York. That that may be true. The appeal is clear enough. I guess anyone can wander in and out. There aren't any walls or doors. There's no proof either. Just a kind of thin cloth membrane. Not quite a sheet or a tarp, but more like a drape of a rolled out spiderweb, looking like it might bunch up and dissolve if it ever got rained on. No concern down here for rain. Everybody thinks they're inside just because they can't see the sky. But it's a microclimate down here, and it usually does rain. And it surely does rain. Right now, they're exhibiting some intimate photographs of small town life. The highlight of the show is a large print of an old man's face. There's one of a small girl playing in a puddle. Pictures all sort of run together. I like this one. She's got her back to the camera and she's fussing with something, looking at her hands. Maybe she's stuffing a message in a bottle or folding a paper boat. Reviews have been good. It's a popular show, probably because of its relevance. The town depicted in these photos was very recently flattened to make way for a big museum project. Ah, gonna take a little sip of my Coke. So much talking. Getting a sore throat. I took a nap, or Ezra helps Kate forage for mushroom. I'm gonna do the mushroom thing. I wanna see those creepy, gross thingy-majigs. Ever since she was talking about it. A grove. Wonder how long this act is gonna be. Hopefully not too short, because I love it. It's so nice. Like I said before, it's like reading a book. It's just so much fun. Don't really do a lot, but I just love the story. So pretty! She lit a second cigarette with the embers of the first one. She trembled, sweating a little under a heavy coat. It was warmer near the doors, but she was following directions. No smoking within 25 feet of hospital entrance. Kate gently rolls a fallen branch and plucks something white from the underside. She holds it up for Ezra to examine. Okay, I was not sure if I clicked that thing if the other one went away. So she stood by a hot dog cart, parked at the edge of the sidewalk. Okay. Oh, okay. That's good. Fluorosibella porigens. Gosh, Latin. The common name is angel wings. Isn't that pleasant? They have a delicate, springy texture, and they're tasty, like sweet moss. Would you like a bite? Sweet moss doesn't sound very tasty to me. I'm gonna go a bit bold. Okay. Takes a small bite and ruminates. I don't know what that is. What do you think? Is it supposed to be spicy? I think I got a bug. It does taste like moss. I did this one. Nope. Go ahead and spit that out. It's okay. My mushroom hunting mentor told me it's useless to pretend to know mushrooms. They escape your erudition. The more you know them, the less sure you feel about identifying them. She taps the cover of the small red book she's carrying. That's why I always bring my favorite guidebook. Kate points to a small mushroom growing in the dirt. Oh, here's an important one to recognize, though. Look. See the sort of greenish pallor of the cap? Amanita palableh. That's Greek. Amanita means mushroom, and paloides means never mind. Smells like honey. Yeah, sort of nauseating though, right? Sickly sweet. Deathcap, that's the common name. It's killed a lot of people. This little mushroom, including a few Roman emperors, it's a revolutionary. Even the Buddha died from eating a mushroom when he was very old. That's just what they do. Clear away old things. Make room for new things. Is that true? Did the Buddha died from eating a mushroom? Huh. Pretty important, right? I've always thought they deserved a little more respect. Would you like to help me look for a few more? I have a sort of shopping list. Great. Look for... Actually, just grab any mushrooms that can catch your eye and throw them in this bag. Let me know when you're done and we'll see what you've got. Have fun! That's the second rule of mushroom hunting. The first rule is ask Kate before eating anything, okay? Okay. Kate kneels in the grass, digs in a bare patch of dirt, examines some tree roots. Kneels in the grass. She parts the grass with her garden knife, studiously combining the grounds. The hot dog vendor tried to strike up a conversation with some immediately too personal questions. She decided to give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he considered it part of his job, she thought, to offer his customers some kind of counsel. Maybe it was to salve his guilty conscience for selling junk food outside a hospital. There are no mushrooms in the grass. Kate digs in the bare patch of the dirt. It's a bit muddy from flooding or the general dampness of the caves. She finds two promising specimens, a spotted brown cap and a dense bundle of dark ridges. Had she ever tried any alternative medicines? Acupuncture, homeopathy, Ayurveda, magical thinking? She said she'd never heard of any of those things. He fished a stray hot dog out of the pickle jar. inspected the spotted brown cap. The bottom of the cap is covered in tiny, tooth-like protrusions. Kate plucks the mushroom from the dirt and puts it in her bag. Kate tries to wipe some mud off her boot. Didn't find anything. That's okay. Just found this one. Kate takes a spotted brown cap out of her bag. Okay, I'll just leave that for rotten stump. Pokes around the base of a super tree. Checks out a plastic bag. Should we do the plastic bag thingy? Checks out a plastic bag washed up on the island. That sounds pretty cool. The bag is ragged and waterlogged. He nudges it with a stick, coiling up a plastic thread and spreading it out on the beach. He didn't like to play in the house. It was always too cold. It seemed to store up the cold at night and slowly discharge it into his bones during the day while the sun bounced feebly off the window. But he liked to play in the woods behind the house. He'd taken a knife from the kitchen, selected for its long, serrated edge, meant for slicing bread. Its teeth had reminded him of a saw blade. He was determined to collect some firewood to heat the house. There are no mushrooms in the bag, duh. Ezra closes his eyes and listens to the water and the distant clicking of the bats. He tripped on a protruding root and lay for a while in the mud, examining the pale upper branches of a sycamore tree, listening to the soft rumble of a faraway thunderstorm, then louder, closer, and his hair stood on end. And there was the bird. Aww. Okay, this one is called Bitter Hedgehog, and it's on my list. It's great for nausea, which is basically the #1 complaint of the pregnant woman I treat. It tastes kind of like black pepper. It's okay. I let it dry out so it's really tough, and they just chew on it like bubblegum. So what do your parents do for work? I mean, my dad used to sell windows. People were building a lot of new houses, and they needed a lot of windows, but then they stopped building houses. My mom worked at a bakery and a bar. Sometimes she would see the same people in the morning and the evening. The bakery closed and she doesn't work at the bar anymore, but she still goes there a lot to see her friends. Do you have any family? I almost had a baby once. I left home when I was very young, not much older than you actually. I almost had a baby once. I learned a lot about difficult pregnancies at least, so now I can help other women. I got very sick and the only thing that helped me was a funny looking mushroom called... I'll do that one. I've basically been on my own since then. Well, that's not really true. Just about everyone who sets foot aboard the Mucky Mammoth feels like family to me now. I guess if nobody's family, then everybody's family. Haha. These are the only trees in this whole cave. Who planted them here? What's this island for? It looks like someone made it on purpose. That one. Alright, it's kind of a nice, simple shape. Pleasantly. Minimal island geometry. I'm sure it could be natural though. I mean, I don't know if this island itself is man-made or not, but I guess I don't know much about this place really. It's supposed to be some kind of memorial to something. Will would know more. Sorry, it's a mystery. Ezra kicks the dirt. Months later, she came across a book on homeopathy medicine in a used bookstore and bought it. It's a mystery. I'll search for clues. She put out her cigarette, said goodbye to the hot dog vendor, and spent the rest of the afternoon listening to doctors and trying to understand the world as they did, as a list of discrete injuries to be mended. Investigates a tree, looks around the shore, examines a large stone monument. Ooh, monument. The monument is covered with Lynchian and painted text. Reads the text. Okay, that's weird. Looks around the shore. Steps on a plastic bottle. A wooden post projects from the sand nearby. Examines the wooden post. A grove is worn near the top of the post. A grove. Inspects the contents of his pockets. Alright, what have you got? That stone-faced monument has painted on it. Interesting. What do you think that means? Hug and kisses forever? Or they could be initials, Xavier and Olivia forever. Cersei's and Olivier? What do you think that monument is for? I'm not sure anybody remembers. Wow, that's a ship with loads of kitties. It's a lot of noise. There's a pole in the ground over there. It's all scratched up. Oh yeah, I bet people tied their boats there. That is so cool. Maybe somebody who takes care of the trees? Could be, or other travelers and mushroom hunters like us. Well, Ezra, I can't say I know what that all adds up to. Like I said, I wish Will were here. He'd have some local history for us. We can ask him back on the boat. Kate and Ezra look up at an old battleship drifting by. Oh! There it is, the Iron Feria. Don't worry, it's just passing by. I don't know how much about it firsthand, but I've heard things. I've heard it was in the war. Supposedly there's nobody even aboard, no people I mean. Someone told me she got close to it by accident and heard a strange wailing sound. I'll do this one. I mean, there must be something on there. Life is everywhere. Rats, insects, some kind of hardy mold. Part of it could be flooded and host to some of the eyeless fish that live in the echo. It's a cat boat! You can see the cats, man, you can hear them. Come on. Hey, maybe there are some mushrooms growing in there, slowly consuming military rations from over 100 years ago. Okay, I'm going back to this one. Ezra's parents shook him awake. They seemed alarmed. Oh shit. Immediately concerned, they led him back to the house, past the house, into the car. Dad said they were going to stay at the bus station for a while. The one with the little arcade with the card game he liked. Dad watched him closely in the rearview mirror, expecting Ezra to be excited or confused or scared, but he didn't feel anything. He hardly seemed to hear. In fact, he felt like he was observing the family car from a distance, from far above, from the clouds. Told someone... That one. She was a passenger on the Mammoth. She said she'd been out fishing on a rowboat and got swept up by a current near the cluttered place. Before she knew it, the Iron Feria was upon her. Unimaginably massive, up close but eerily silent. The only sounds, she said, were the lapping of the lake water against its iron hull, and a faint sort of, well, she said, a chorus of mews. I'll be damned if I know what that sounds like. I've never gotten close enough to the ship myself. We just heard it! More mysteries. They do pile up over time, as people forget the details. Thanks for taking me mushroom picking. Mushroom hunting. Mushroom hunting. You can pick apples because they're right out there in the open. Mushrooms hide. You have to hunt for them. Okay then. That was fun. I'm glad I chose this one so we could see the boat with the kitties. Okay, what's this? We go back? It's time to go. Or not yet. We're gonna go. I'm good. I saw the kitty boat. I'm good. Yeah. And it's time to stop recording. Okay, I have to do this because otherwise it's just gonna go on and on and on and I can't stop. I forgot that I did that because there's not actually any like breather that you can take. But that's okay. Anyway guys, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.